All right, quick video tonight. Talk about how people can be so creative. Fellow YouTube subscriber called me maybe a week ago, and he was asking me for some advice. He has a Winnebago, somewhat like ours, I think a 2006 model, 33-footer adventurer. I'll have to look at my notes to find out exactly which model it is. But anyway, he was concerned. I think for about a year he'd been fighting a slow leak out of the black tank. And he was asking me how in the world can we remove this black tank in order to fix the leak. So I came out here to our RV and got to looking around, and I thought, oh man, I don't see any way of getting that black tank out. I mean, without having to remove all this metal plate, because it's not going to fit through this small opening right here we got. So I told him, I said, well, because I'd never really heard of one of these tanks failing. So I told him, I said, before you go after the tank, investigate your fittings closely, because I did have this fitting on mine leak some years ago, and I made a video on the repair of that. I said, check your fittings, and also, more importantly, check that rubber boot in here. Now, and so he just got back with me and sent me some pictures, and luckily he found out it was his rubber boot. But he got really creative because, unlike our rubber boot, it's relatively easy to access. You can see the clamp is on the back side, so I could take that loose fairly easy and replace it. His was such a design it was nearly impossible to get to once the RV was reassembled, but he was able to, once he got the, I guess, the all apart, he was able to get a hold of the pipe itself and just pull it loose, because the clamp and I guess the rubber boot had deteriorated and failed over the years. So once he got that out, then he went to, I can think, Home Depot and got a new rubber boot and rubber sleeve. But then the problem came was ever getting it back on there and getting it tight again, because it's so far up in the chassis he couldn't get his arms up in there to tighten it up. So now I'm gonna go in the house and show you a picture of what he did. Okay, hope this comes through, but you see what he did. He took his original old pipe, he got his new clamp from Home Depot, but then he got this extension and right angle drive from Harbor Freight and just taped it on there. So he's able to slide it back over the stub on the black tank, and then just hook his drill to the end of it and then tighten up the hose clamp. And he said he just left it on there, so that way if he ever has a problem in the future, he just hooked to it again and snug it up. He said he replaced both boots on the black tank and the gray tank. He said on the gray tank it was still in he was able to reach it. So he didn't have to do the same thing on the gray. He said, but the black tank was so deep in there, just near impossible to get a hold of. And again, let me see the specs, what he worked on. This was on a 2006 Winnebago Adventurer 33V. So if you happen to have one of these and you need to check their boots, you know, this being a 2006 model, those rubber boots are getting some age on them. So check those out. So I thought that was pretty creative, and I wanted to share his knowledge with everybody else. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a great night and a blessed day. Bye-bye.